Hello, I'm Amy Blaylock. Welcome to City Hall this week. The Durham Police Department's got some good news for you. The 2013 annual report shows that the city's violent crime rate is continuing its downward trend. Police Chief Jose Lopez Sr. presented the report to the City Council on March 6th. While there are many noteworthy items, it's those violent crime numbers and the fact that reported robberies are at a 23-year low, which are the most encouraging. Part 1 violent crime includes homicides, rapes, aggravated assaults, and robberies.
Part 1 violent crime dropped 6% from 1,721 reported in 2012 to 1,625 reported in 2013. The violent crime rate per 100,000 population was down 30% from the year 2000. Robberies and aggravated assaults were both down in 2012, and as I mentioned earlier, robberies were at a 23-year low.
Part 1 property crime includes burglary, larceny, and motor vehicle theft.
Property crime was up by 6% from 2012. The increase was driven in large part by an increase in larcenies, which make up more than 0.5% of all the Part 1 index crimes.
Part 1 index crime is the total of property and violent crime.
Part 1 index crimes for 100,000 were up by 3.8% in 2013, largely as a result of an increase in larcenies. Index crimes per 100,000 were down by 39.4% since the year 2000. There were decreases in robberies and aggravated assaults in 2013.
For more in-depth look, visit durhampolice.com. The Southside Revitalization project is moving forward. The City Council received an update on the project during its March 6th work session.
The city's objective with the Southside Revitalization project is to attract long-term private investment into the area. The area is well served by private infrastructure, however many of the properties are vacant. The city and its partners are creating rental opportunities, mixed income rental opportunities, and as well as home ownership opportunities that have a superior architectural quality and are comparable to any market rate development in the city.
Phase 1, formerly Southside East, is now called the Lofts at Southside. It includes 119 multifamily units and 19 live-work units.
The rental units are located on the site formerly known as Rolling Hills. This is at the intersection of South Roxborough and Lakewood Avenue. The apartments will consist of garden-style apartments as well as townhouse-style apartments, as well as some duplex-style apartments.
80 of the units will be affordable to families earning 60% or below the area median income. All buildings are currently under construction except for Building 2.
The Lofts at Southside will consist of 12 buildings. Right now, Building 1 as well as Buildings 3 through 12 are under construction, and they should be finished by May of 2014, and lease-up will start just thereafter. The final building, Building 2, is scheduled to be finished in November of 2014.
Applications for potential tenants are now being accepted. For more information, call 919-973-2183. In the meantime, the development of 48 single-family homes in Southside West is also moving forward.
The initial phase of the homeownership units will be located on Chestnut Street, South Street, Hillside Avenue, and Piedmont Avenue. The potential buyers will have a range of options and floor plans from craftsman-style homes. There'll also be new streets or street repaving of the existing streets, as well as new sidewalks and street trees in the area.
2 firms are responsible for the construction of the homes, with each currently building 2 homes at South and Fargo Streets.
Infrastructure and lot preparations for the 48 new homes are underway now. Right now, there are actually 4 homes that are being built at the intersection of South Street and Fargo.
More information about those homes and the special financing available can be found at bwallacebuilt.com and robysouthsidehomes.com. If you normally travel around the Monmouth and Glendale Avenue area, you need to be aware that those roads will be closed until mid-April. An emergency replacement is prompting the closure. A traffic detour is in place and local residents are asked to stay clear of the construction area. The necessary project replaces the aging stormwater drainage system downstream of Glendale Avenue. Last December, it failed, causing flooding on Glendale. Residents, businesses, and city leaders will soon get a look at how a new tool aimed at improving Durham's neighborhoods will work. Durham's Neighborhood Compass is a product of the Neighborhood Improvement Services Department and the GIS Division of Technology Solutions.
The project aims to compile data dimensions to indicate aspects of quality of life, transportation, housing, demographics, and things like that for Durham's neighborhoods.
The program's goals are to provide data that can be used by city leadership, residents, businesses, and nonprofits to inform program work and volunteer efforts.
So the program works by identifying measurements that indicate aspects of quality of life, the built environment, housing, and issues of concern to neighborhoods. And once we've identified what those measurements are, whether that's from the operational planning of departments or of nonprofits, sometimes from the best practices related to quality of life metrics. Once we've identified those measurements, we see whether or not the data is available to reflect them, and if so, at the neighborhood level.
The benefits of the program are expected to be seen by all users, whether it's local government, residents, nonprofits, or businesses.
It's a data platform that explains conditions or expresses conditions in neighborhoods related to the built environment, to transportation, housing, and demographics. And it's the first time an opportunity has existed like this for Durham to look at that kind of data at the neighborhood level and for it to be provided to all users too. There's a lot of data that's available, and some of this has never really been used before. So it's a sort of a democratic data project that levels the playing field in terms of information about our neighborhoods.
The Neighborhood Compass project is currently in a staff review period where it's being examined for how well the program works.
So we'll be looking at improvements we can make to the application to make it more intuitive, to make it work more perfectly, and also to identify the way that measurements are incorporated and displayed in the Compass. After we've gone through this staff review period, it'll be released publicly, so later this spring it will be available to everyone to use.
When the program becomes a public tool later this spring, 1 year's worth of data will be available for all users. The program will be updated with new information every year. How happy are Durham residents with their city? We'll take a look when City Hall This Week continues. Welcome back. The results of Durham's 2013 Resident Satisfaction Survey show that overall, the people who live here are pleased with their city. According to the survey, 81% of residents feel the city is an excellent or good place to live. 78% feel the city is an excellent or good place to work. These ratings remain steady from the 2011 survey, which were 82% and 77% respectively. Satisfaction improved in 49 of 51 areas since 2005, with the highest increases in the city's image, feelings of safety downtown, the appearance of the city, and maintenance of city streets. When asked where Durham leaders should focus their attention over the next 2 years, residents responded the same as in 2011: the quality of police protection, the maintenance of city streets, and the flow of traffic in the city. For an in-depth look at how residents feel about these and a number of other topics, be sure and join us throughout the spring for our What Durham is Saying series. In each segment, we'll show you how the city fared on each particular topic in the Resident Satisfaction Survey, what's being done well in that particular area, and what improvements the city will be making. Residents interested in learning more about local water resources should plan to attend as many Creek Week events as possible. Creek Week will be held March 15th through the 22nd. It will include a rain garden workshop, environmental education programs for kids and adults, canoe rides, nature walks, and volunteer opportunities. New this year, weekday tours of wastewater treatment plants that will offer participants a glimpse into how the water we flush down toilets and wash down sinks and shower drains is reclaimed. For more information, visit durhamcreekweek.org. Believe it or not, it's time to start making plans for the summer. Find out how Durham's day camps can help make this summer memorable when City Hall This Week continues. Welcome back. Despite the recent wintry weather and cold temperatures we've had, it's time to start thinking about summer. Registration for Durham Parks and Recreation Summer Day Camps opens on March 15th. A variety of programs are offered at a number of locations throughout the city, but camps fill up fast, so you'll want to start making your plans as soon as possible. For more information about how to register, visit dprplaymore.org. That does it for City Hall this week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And you can find us on demand on DTV8's webpage and on YouTube. I'm Amy Blaylock. Thank you for joining us.